What a beautiful day it is outside. It is Magazine Monday, and we are going to celebrate with a little start with Mahalo Bay. Mahalo Bay Monday. Right now we got Mr. Zach Keen's locomotive, hauling a decently sized freight train. Let's go through some stuff. So this guy is busted until further notice. Running okay, but not where I'd like it to be. Not where it started off. And hey, a little bit of TLC will get us that direction. And then obviously, boom, we got our little critters here running just fine. Got to put a little bit more weight in the one on the right to give it just a little bit better traction and a little bit better electrical pickup while it's on the rails, much like I did with this one, which is a little bit heavier. So we'll get there. And then the newest addition to the fleet, which isn't even done yet, but we are fabricating it off of an old NW2 locomotive. The shell for the locomotive is still somewhere over there, but this is an old shell from another NW2, and now we're just putting it together to get it out on the road. The thing runs like a beast. So that'll be the new diesel lead unit until further notice once we get it done. But let's get a good roll by. My little boy Weston put the flat car loads on. You could see not even 2 years old yet, and the kid's already... That was fun too when he put that generator on there. I actually lined it up. Proud Papa. Oh my God. Anyways, there's a nice little overview. And yeah. All right. So, Magazine Monday is in our future. Let's get to it. Bing, bang, a boomerang. Whoosh. Now, just so you guys know, I might have read through these once upon a time ages ago, but new to me. So we got October 2013, a little bit ago now, and March of 2021 for trains. Let's start with the model railroader, or start with the trains. Let's go with the trains first, because we'll probably get through this pretty quick. Storm clouds gather on the Powder River Basin. I've been to that main line. Pretty darn cool if you ask me. 4 tracks, side by side. Owning it. These old, look at that 5000 Series -9. That's actually one of the later models. 5600 model. Still keeping those around. And then you got a nice little Gevo unit. All right, moving on. Bippity boppity boo. In this issue, we have lanterns. So many lanterns. Buy them now. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. More lanterns than you can count. Well, actually, here, if you have enough fingers and toes, you can count them. And seeking the best new technology. Good articles, good articles. Trains always does a nifty job. The magazines have gotten significantly thinner because they're not doing as much advertisement in the paper, per se. All the hard copy printing, but still some pretty good stuff going on. Storm clouds gather. I don't even want to... Wyoming's Powder River Basin is still the bustling center of American coal traffic, but it's fading because it drank too much, mate. You gave it too much rum. You're getting so faded, mate. Anyways, look at this. Bunch of Gevos just cruising around filled with coal. Well, coal isn't dead yet. So, Yahtzee. Beautiful picture, by the way. A couple of UP locomotives. Wind blocks, snow drift blocks. Got an ace right there. We can replace track. Look at that. It's just like when you build a model railroader. Only it's the real one. Look at this string of locomotives, by the way. Craziness. Hundreds of locomotives. In Alliance, Nebraska. All right, there you go. Just in case you're wondering where it is, if you can't read a map, this is in the middle of the United States North, because that's Wyoming. That is Nebraska. I don't know. But you can see on the little key right there where it is. It's right in between the YO, the SD, San Diego, and Nebraska. Kidding, that's South Dakota. And then here's a nice little map because we are going from north to south or south to north. Whatever your preference is. Sometimes you want to start with a little bit of foreplay. Other times, you just want to get right to it. Boom. Look at that. Mac and a Dash 9. Is that a Dash 9? That's got it. No, that's a Gevo. Never mind. Pfft. Look at old school SD70 Mac right there. You still look good, dude. Nice repaint job. Look at all that. Just unit. It's like looking at an earthworm. Looking at a snake. Some Gevos rolling up. Elephant walk. Pledge in a fraternity. Not that I would know. Look at these signal towers. Jeez. 4 signals wide, 5 signals wide. Man, I'm going to get down into the nitty-gritty on this. I'm just kind of evaluating some of the pictures because I feel like Gaston in Beauty and the Beast. Bill, how do you read these things? There's no pictures. Anyways, M-Track. Hits, misses, and experiments. Kind of like my later teenage and early 20s. It's okay. You've only been doing it for 50 some odd years, right? What, 70? You've only been doing it for 50 years. You guys are still growing. You still got a lot to learn. You know? I mean, it takes a lot to learn how to run a railroad. I mean, Burlington Northern and Santa Fe didn't get their ass together for like a year. And then even then, they didn't really get it together for like another year. So you guys are in the pocket. You'll get there. Motor running. Whew. Gotta love speeders. Man, if I had absolutely nothing to do and I just wanted to drive a little car down a piece of train track, I'd join a speeder club. Unfortunately, I have other things to do like Magazine Monday, Motivation Monday, Gym Buddies, writing hit rock songs, and, doing a podcast for all you fun folks out there with my homeboy Evan Gerdes. Please tune in to the Railroads Rock Show every Wednesday, except last week we didn't have one. There was a lot going down at the club, a lot of action, a lot of politicking, a lot of debate, and, hey, sometimes that takes precedence over getting an episode out, unfortunately. Because, Lord knows, I love shooting those episodes. Editing them, that's another beast. But, oh man, what are we doing? I don't know. This has got to be a giant industrial sized cheese grater or a butter churner. Yeah. Well, we got to fire the butter churner some way, so we're just going to heat up some stuff. Anyways, I didn't even look at this article. I really wish I did because I love me some Steam, which I'm not even a big Steam era fan as far as, getting into the nitty gritty of what it is, what it was, and how it should have been, and how it could be, and how it could have been. But, hobby store. Come to our hobby store called The Hobby Store. Geez, if I didn't know any better, I think that you guys have a goldfish at the front desk and you named it Goldie. How creative. All right, love that picture, love that picture. We are done with this magazine. Let's keep moving on. Model Railroader, realistic and reliable couplers. Couplers should swing freely in their boxes. Duh. Remove plastic flashing that cause binding. If you use plastic couplers, which you shouldn't be, use metal. Plastic couplers are okay for, like if you got a little shelf layout, but if you're running the road, adjust coupler height using plastic shims. Because Lord knows, if you don't adjust your couplers, you might have a train running away. Yeah, no, plastic couplers, no. Unless you're, small time. And even, it's not the worst thing, but I suggest, going all metal. Heavy metal. See new HO and N scale locomotives in action. Ooh. Now keep in mind, this is October 13th. This is transition where they are still, dialing in the website to where it is today with subscription service, which in my humble opinion, maybe I'm not the biggest fan of. I don't mind subscription service for certain things. But you have to have something that is bricks and mortar, something tangible. And that's where I think Model Railroader still wins to this day, where they still have a little bit of paper with a little bit of print on it. And I love these units, SDP 40s. or sorry, SCP-45s. SCP-40s don't have the flared radiator. Yeah, SCP-45s. What beasts. What beasts. Goody, goody, goody. All the product reviews. Pipes. New ES-44 diesel locomotives coming out from MTH. Get yours now. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. Yeah, the magazine's kind of, gotta love P.L. Solberg. His work, if you ever get a chance, read one of his publications. They've gotten so thin. Oh, what a time it was. Not anymore. Come on, where's my articles? Advertisements. Buy our stuff, buy our stuff. Okay, fine. How much is it? 9,000. 9,000 what? Pennies. Scale accurate couplers. All right, don't smash me now. Come ahead. Now, what you got to do is get your old laundry, stop drying it air dry, use the old clothespins, and now you can hold couplers by the dozens. Gotta love it. Yeah, so this Peel Solberg doing the dang thing. Katie, metal couplers. Once again, heavy metal. Yes, Pennsylvania. Look at this simple layout. Got a helix up, helix down. Peninsula, peninsula. I don't know if it's point to point. Let's look at it. 23 by 24. Locale, New Jersey. Good place. My lady's from there. Transition era. Means something a little different this day and age. Walk-in. Okay. Minimum radius. 30 inches. Okay, not the worst. If you're running big steam, that's about right. Minimum grade, 9,000%. You've got to go straight up and down and back around. Gotta love these pictures, man. This is very, it looks good. This is good scenery work. Minimalistic. But still has the details where it counts. And I love me some of that. Simple and safe, but ready to rock. O-scale operating switch stands. I've had enough of this crap. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed Magazine Monday because I don't even know where we're at here. Ooh, big boys, 2 by 5 feet. Man, no, I'm just going to skip through it. I'm sure you're all bored with me talking about all this amazing stuff like F7s. Good job, Bachman. Athearn N-scale Challengers and Big Boy. Good job, Athearn. Factory installed handrails in the interior. Good job, Walters. Center beam exact rail. Miss you guys. Trackside photos. God, man. You gotta love the old school RS-11s. They didn't know what to be. Are we a Jeep? Are we a switcher? Are we a jitcher? Or a sweep? I don't even know. East Coast coal. Something to do. Something to say. Never gets in the way. One of my favorite paint schemes, plural, I guess, but it would be paint scheme or paint livery or livery, however you want to say it. I say livery, mate. But yeah, gotta love the D and H, Delaware and Hudson. And you got a couple RS3s here, just kind of kicking it, doing their thing. That blue and gras. All right, if you're in these states, go to these hobby stores because they spent money. Ragrand. That would have to be an SD90 Mac that's been retrofitted. And 2 useful rules. Don't sweat the petty things. And don't pet the sweating things. Yeah, that's right. That's 2 useful rules, right? Don't sweat the petty things and don't pet the sweaty things. That's what I'm going to leave you guys with. And a nice shot of this STP-45 that we saw in the in-term inside, ready to rock. There you go. Model Railroader, trains, March 21, October 2013. And just remember, the most important signal you get, it's going to be your next one. Log in to our Railroads Rock Show merch store and support the show. Buy a t-shirt, buy a cup, buy a hat, buy a beanie, buy some time. All right, we're out. Let's get a nice another look one more time at Mahalo Bay. The one thing that I'm way behind on is the ship, but it still looks good. It's a good start. Now let's get that good roll by. As my neighbor has a coughing fit. In the shining time station where dreams can come true, your own imagination waiting there for you.